Hey, Solar Kneecaps here with Pokemon Leaf Green Part 13. Alright, so we're going up against Leonardo da Vinci. And by Leonardo da Vinci, I mean the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So yeah, this shoulder is also going through withdrawals, but I'm not going to give the great epic speech because this one was actually pretty lame. He just like, his friends were like, hey, you want to do meth? And she's like, sure, why not? And pretty lame story. So yeah, I'm gonna stop using whips, and I'm gonna go Razor because Green Giant is having some emotional issues because no one eats vegetables anymore, so he wants to cut himself. So yeah, I wish my grass was emo, so then it could cut itself. So now I'm going up against Dylan, and he's got a manly horsey, and I'm like, oh, that is the most manly thing I've ever seen in my life. I want one. Not really. Horse. Well, horsey's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Green Giant, and I'm gonna try to cut him up, but he keeps smoking me. So he's like smoking, and I'm like cutting myself, and he's blowing bubbles and getting soap in my. I'm like, soap. So I finally get the Razor Leaf off, and that takes it out. So yeah, I defeat. Oh wait, whoa, jeez, man, I'm not even close. So yeah, I'm gonna go in the butt, and I'm like, okay, a horsey. Why did I switch in this? So I go Twin Needle, and it does okay damage. It just goes Leer. Stupid. I'm just gonna go for Brick Break because I can, and that'll take it out. So now it's got another horsey, and I'm like, I don't know why I switched. I don't know why I didn't switch. So yeah, Butt Sucks is just going to town on this guy, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. And now I decide to switch for. Oh yeah, I think I got some Muxring or something. Whatever. So I'm gonna go Razor Leaf because I know it can outspeed and take it out, so I do that. So yeah, defeat Dylan. He's like, oh, I almost got it hardy, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I find an meth. I find some meth, and I'm gonna juke by this guy and grab Breast, and he's gonna be like, even sailors have Pokemon too. I'm like, never thought so. So it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie over here, and he's got a Tentacool, and I'm gonna do what I always try to do, but I don't because they keep hitting Supersonic, and Knuckles keeps failing me and hitting itself in Confusion. So yeah, Knuckles really hasn't earned its keep yet. So yeah, let's just look into that. So he's gonna go Constrict, and I'm gonna go make a Punch, and that's gonna easily take it out because I mean, it's freaking Powerpuff. I mean, look how manly that thing is. So it's another horsey. I'm gonna switch into Green Giant because I don't know, the lulz, and I'm gonna cut it up, foo. So yeah, I'm just cutting stuff up like a ninja, and yeah, so I defeat Huey. And yeah, so I got all the stuff over here. I'm gonna run over here, quickly get laid because I sadly have to pay for me to get laid, but whatever, I'll take it. So yeah, I'm running around. I'm like, okay. So yeah, here's the SSN. It's like, ooh, I get a Chesto. That could work with my Resto Chesto berry. That I'm not gonna really teach any Pokemon rest. So yeah, I'm gonna walk up here, and I'm gonna like go over there, and he's like, "Ahoy, you seasick?" I'm like, "I'm sick of you, Trevor." I really like the name Trevor. So here's a Machop, and Knuckles is gonna try to take it out. He goes for Focus Energy. I'm like, you know what? Bam! Dig right in the nuts. And he goes to Low Kick. I'm like, that does nothing. You might as well have just went Karate Chop. But he doesn't, and I go for Dig, and it doesn't take it out. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I just go for Dig, takes it out. Really nice. Knuckles not quite leveled up, and it's a Tentacool. I'm like, come on, Knuckles, you can beat this Tentacool already. And it goes Poison Sting. Doesn't get the poison either, which is nice. And I'm like, alright, you got this, man. You got this. So I go Dig, and finally kills it. I'm like, yeah, about bloody time, Knuckles. So I'm trying to learn Poison Sting, but that's stupid. I don't want to learn that. And he's like, oh, I'm so colorless. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, oh. Hey, look at this. Yo, here, there's nothing I feel. Okay, enough of that. So yeah, he's like, hey, let's do an Irish jig. I'm like, I'm not Irish, and neither are you, Edmond Dantes. So yeah, he's got a Machop, and I'm just gonna do what I do to all Machops. Now is dig and then use and headbutt them right in the nuts. Except I'm kind of missing, but whatever. So I'm going to keep doing this because it's the strongest move I have. And yeah, I dig, and still doesn't take it out. He goes Karate Chop and gets a crit. I'm like, no, Knuckles, you defeated a kind of video game, whatever. So yeah, I try to fiercely attack it with Butt Sex, but that doesn't go so hot. So I go for the next best thing, which is Dual Needle style, and that's able to hump him into submission. So yeah, he's got this Shelter. And I'm just going to make a punch it because that's what I do. So yeah, it's gonna go down to a couple punches, and yeah, so I defeat Edmondantes, and he's like, very impressive. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. So I'm gonna run over here, like, run, 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 and I'm like, So yeah, I'm like, do me, and I'm like, oh yeah, doggy style, woohoo. So yeah, now I feel nice and fresh. So yeah, I'm like, gosh. So I'm like, gotta go up to the balcony again. I'm like, there's gotta be someone. He's like, there's a party in my pants. I'm like, that's disgusting. And that guy's like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm like, that's nasty. So he's like, he's swapping the poop deck. So there's all this semen on the poop deck. And they're swapping it all over the place. I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. So he's selling me this fat thing. I'm like, that's nice. So here's this dude, and he's like, look what I fished up. And it's like, oh, a Goldine. That's pretty cool. Goldine's pretty cool. I approve of Goldie. So whatever. Goes tail whip, which is meh. Okay. I'm just gonna go for twin needle style, and I can't incapacitate it because it's actually male, so it doesn't really work out so well. I mean, it just doesn't work so hot, if you know what I mean. But I am poison it just randomly. I guess twin needle has a chance of poisoning, which I don't recall, but whatever. So he's got this thing. It goes horn attack. I'm like, horn attack. Come on, man. I mean, Knuckles even takes that pretty well, and he's like, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna switch back into Powerpuff, and he goes Water Sport, predicting my Fire type Pokemon. But I'm like, ha! And he tries to go Supersonic, and I try to go Punch. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm just gonna kick it, boot to the face style, no jutsu, and I go and do that. So I'm like, yeah, that was awesome. So Powderpuff levels up, and I'm like, man, almost has 100 freaking experience points. Or what am I talking about? HP. So here's a tentacle. Now Knuckles has an undying hatred for any tentacles, so he's gonna go dig it and kill it. So I'm like, yeah, go Knuckles. So levels up, always nice. So I defeat Chippendale, and he's all grouchy because I pwned him. And he's like, competition is helpful for youngsters. I'm like, okay, Brooks, that's an interesting name. So it's Pikachu. I'm like, oh, okay, why not? Pikachu's okay. I tried to get one originally. I couldn't, so I'm angry. So I'm gonna go dig, even after he's being the nub and breaking evasion clause. But I do get static because that Knuckles. Ta-da. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. That was retarded. You know what I really should do? You know what? Never mind. That's completely off topic. Alright, so, yeah, I'm gonna go over here. She actually kind of wants to go mercenary style. I'm like, you know what? Fine, I guess I will deal with that decision. So, yeah, I'm gonna go into this one, and I'm like, oh wait, I already got in here. So, yeah, now it's just like this old dude who's like, remember, cut because you can cut through trees. I'm like, don't I have a chainsaw? I was like, no. So, yeah, I'm like, ooh, twosome, but it's like, no, wait, there's an old man, and he gets in first, and it's Lamal, and he has a Growlithe. I'm like, ha! I have Dig now. A little different, isn't it? So, he gets the Intimidate off, which is just really annoying, so I can't actually kill it, and he goes Roar, and roars me out to butt sex. But I'm like, whatever, I'll just twin needle style it, even though it's not really effective, I know I can take it out, and I do. And butt levels up, which is always nice. So now he's got this Ponyta. I'm like, Ponyta's a pretty sweet poke. I may use the Ponyta because I do need a fire type, and Ponyta / Rapidash, pretty solid poke. Got a good move set, double status. Except I don't think Will-O-Wisp is in this gen, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, Knuckles beats him, and he's like, I salute you. I'm like, for what, butt sex? So yeah, she's like, so, I didn't see you at the party last night. I'm like, that's because my party's in my pants, and you're invited. So yeah, here's a Rattata, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what you're trained for, butt sex. And yeah, I'm gonna go Brick Break. And that's going to easily take it out because I have speed, and yeah, it's butt sex. So now I've got a Pikachu, and I'm like, alrighty then, Knuckles, you do what you do to all Pikachus now, and yeah, he's going to tail whip, just like the other one. I'm going to dig, and probably going to go, yeah, goes double team, that's cool. But, yeah, you can't break Invasion Claws up in here, and yeah, so I defeat that. So I defeat Dawn, who's not really Dawn, but whatever. So, thanks for watching, rate, comment, sub, and yeah, goodbye.